Hey everybody, welcome back to the Flannel Channel, and this is a quick example of this is what works for me. This is what we do in our shop. I'm going to show you a trick that we use to deal with broken off exhaust bolts and studs, and this is something that works with cast iron heads, and it also works with aluminum heads, any make and model, and we do this all the time. So let's jump into it. I'll show you how we fix this. So the name of the game for us is we weld a nut onto the broken off stud. So I'm going to bring the camera in here and show you exactly what I'm dealing with. This is a General Motors LS, and I have a 8mm by 125 bolt right there that's broken off in the aluminum head, and I'm going to use these nuts. These are specifically for welding too. So this is a M10 by 1.5 hex weld nut. That is the part number from IFAX, and works great. There you can kind of see it stands off from the cylinder head just a little bit, and my welder is all set up, dialed in, ready to go. Let's hook it up and I'll show you. All right, let's jump in. Here we go. I have the ground attached to my engine. There's the nut that I'm going to use. Keep everything where it belongs. Sometimes you have to hold on to it with your fingers or pliers or something like that, or a buddy, but we're going to give this a shot. Just like that. Okay, while it's still hot, that's a big key to this. Get in there with your socket, because the heat penetrates up that stud. Come on. Yep. Now you'll notice too that I cleaned up around the stud, the bolt, and I got as good a surface as I could. I got a good clean ground, best I could find, and go after it immediately while it's still hot. There it is. Pull that out so you can see it. Boom. Love it. There we go. Got the third stud out, and yep, that's all it takes. Get some decent penetration, and like that. It's a little boogery on that end, but I just grounded to a stud on the back of the cylinder head, and yeah, I'll show you the welder I use. I'll show you the settings that it has. There are no tricks here. It's simply having the right tools and the right equipment. There's my heat and speed settings that I used. There you have it. Works great. All right, so there you go. That works for us, and knock on wood, hasn't failed yet. Hopefully that's a trick that you guys can use to, help you deal with busted off studs and bolts, even if it's broke off flush, even if it's broke off to the inside. Clean it up really, really well. Get down to bare metal and build some weld out, and then weld on the inside of that nut. Get it while it's hot, it'll crack loose. And so I appreciate each one of you. I'll give you that part number one more time. We get it from IFAX. It's an HS3-M10 welding nut, and they're awesome. We get a bag of 50 of them. So hey, thanks so much for supporting the channel. Hopefully this is the kind of stuff that you guys can find helpful and sometimes entertaining, and I will see you again soon. Peace and grease.